Oh boy. This is gonna be a good time. This is gonna be a good time, my dudes. Are you ready? Are you boys ready? Here, let me unhide the code so that you guys can join. Welcome to another Wednesday night Jackbox. It just seems Wednesday is the day, my dudes. We're still midway through coronavirus season, but I'm still working. I'm one of the few people who is working right now, I guess, because I'm a salaried business office drone. So Wednesday is a good time to just decompress and play some Jackbox, my dudes. Sans Undertale, Underta, sorry, and that's either Tepid or Tepio. I'm gonna go with Tepid. Hey Tony, to update you on my Bug Fable fan art, I just need to do the background and clean up a bit, and then I can submit it to the Discord. That's very sweet of you, Ironic. I always love seeing any fan art at all, but especially Bug Fables, because I absolutely adore that video game. So please. Tony, my class just ended. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Perfect time for you to join up, my dude. So let me think. While we wait for people to join in, do I have a wacky story to tell any of you boys? You bet your ass I do. Now, a lot of people like my streams because they think I'm hashtag relatable. You know, I don't bullshit you guys on these streams. I never do. How I act here is basically how I act normally. And I guess people like that, that I'm kind of a fucking loser. You know, there are streamers I've seen where they just slam beers and talk about how much pussy they slay, and I'm like, why? You know, that's not me, because I don't do that. But I do have a dating story for you guys. A lot of you might know that I am single and ready to mingle, and and I use dating apps, and you just meet the wackiest fucking people on dating apps. So let me tell you a dating app story. Absolutely fantastic story. You will not hear a story this crazy anywhere else, okay? I'm talking to a girl. She likes me a whole lot. Oh god, so many animal sounds. So many animal sounds. But we're talking. She establishes very early on that she will not break quarantine. And I'm like, I'm a diabetic. If I break quarantine, I might just die. Really, I'm the one at risk here. So I'm not going to ask you to break quarantine. If you want to, that's fine. She's like, I'm glad that you're so understanding, Tony. That's very sweet of you. And we have a bunch of virtual dates. You know, we do that for a while. We have a few of those. And finally, she's very into me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not really doing much. Like, it's not that I'm not trying. You know, I'm just being myself. And she seems to enjoy me a lot, which is very sweet. She goes, Tony, I have to see you. You're such a sweet man. We have to break quarantine. And I'm like, okay. Come over to my house at 3 o'clock. You know, 3 gives me plenty of time to get ready. Well, I got ready way before 3, and she's antsy. I need to set the tone for you guys. I need to establish just how much she liked me and wanted to see me, because when I get to the big bang at the end, you'll be like, wow, the tone really shifted, Tony. So, she's so antsy, she wants to come over at 12, you know, 3 hours earlier, and I'm like, yeah, let's do that. She comes over, we watch some stuff on my television, we have a great time, and then we go out, we get groceries. It's very sweet. Very nice. You know, we have a great banter. Smooches and hugs all around. She loves me. She thinks I'm great. I think she's pretty cool, too. We get back. We cook a delicious Japanese hot pot. We eat it together. We watch more things. And she's getting frisky, my dude. She turns to me and almost verbatim, this is what she says to me. She goes, you know, Tony, never in my life has a man gotten me as hot and bothered as quickly and as easily as you have. And I'm like, I'm really not doing anything. And she goes, you know, this is our first physical in-person date, but we've had a bunch of virtual dates. I would like I would like to have some sex with you. And I say, you know, that's pretty cool. I'm a little apprehensive, admittedly, because I don't like to sleep with people on the first date. I'm not that kind of guy. I like to go out with people and really... To be honest with you guys, I can't just have a random hookup. That's not really my thing. I like to emotionally connect with my partners. But, we've had a bunch of dates, virtual dates, and we had just such a great day. You know, it's late. It's late at this point. And I say, sure. So we undress. Now here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. She's a bigger girl. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a smaller man. I am 5'6", and I weigh about 130 pounds. I'm not a large man, okay? And she's a bigger girl, which doesn't bother me at all. And I didn't make a comment on it or anything. It's not like I was like, "Damn, bitch, you're huge." You know, like I didn't say anything. So I wanna preface that. And she points out her weight, and she asks me if that's a problem, and I'm like, no, it's not a problem. Then she compliments my dong after saying it's very sweet of me that I don't have a problem with her being a little bigger, which I thought was nice. You know, getting a compliment on my dong was pretty legit. And she goes, Tony, Tony, I need to be on top of you. I've been thinking about it all day, and it's my favorite position. Please, will you do this for me? And I say, you're asking as if it's like a big deal. It's really, just go right ahead. Now, boys, I've set the stage, right? We have a great time the whole day. Now, this is when the story gets good. She gets over top me, and I don't penetrate her, because before I can, and before she can, like, you know, put me inside her, something happens in her fucking brain. A switch turns. And I don't know what her head told her, but I'm gonna imagine that this is almost exactly what it says, based on what she says later on. The voice goes,
"You're really big, and he's a small guy. And you're gonna fucking crush his bones, grind him into dust, and he's going to die with you on top of him. He will not survive."
And I hear a familiar sound. Both my exes got these. My sister gets these. So I know this sound. It's heavy breathing. And I feel chest convulsions coming from her. She's having a panic attack. And like I said, both my exes had this, and my sister gets them all the time. I'm very good about helping people with panic attacks. Let me just start up the round. And I'll continue my story when the announcer is done. Oh, it's such a crazy story, my dude.
Welcome to Tee K.O. I am the Tournament Master, inventor of the deadly 5-fold exploding t-shirt technique, patent pending. I hope you all enjoyed the boat trip to T-Shirt Island. If you're going to be seasick, do try to aim away from the crystal blue waters of my island home.
Alright. He's gonna give the instructions. I think we all know how to play,
Your winding
boys.
path to victory
A lot of you guys are
starts
repeat
here
customers,
at the
but...
grounds. You will use your device to draw two drawings.
Excuse me. Burping is
What
disgusting.
you draw matters not. Let your heart be your guide. And if your heart can't think of anything, just hit the suggestion button. Begin your first drawing now.
Oh, by the way, everybody wish Edge King a happy birthday in the chat. It's his birthday in 4 days, and he's gonna be legal for drinking, boys. Everybody wish him a happy birthday in the chat. I'm sorry, I'm not really looking at the chat because I'm telling my tall tale. So she begins to freak the fuck out. God, what do I even draw? I don't even know what to draw. She begins to freak the fuck out, hyperventilating, and and she doesn't quite know what's going on. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I try to help her. I try my best to help her because I know how to handle this sort of situation. But there's nothing. I try everything. I try everything, my dudes. I just can't. I cannot break through. She has Oh, you have to wait a year to drink. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's your 20th. I didn't read that one. I'm sorry. One more year and I get to drink myself to death. I didn't quite register your post. You better have a happy birthday, though. So, I try everything, guys. I try everything to try to console her, to make her feel better, to establish that it's not a problem for me. You know, that if there's anything I can do to make her feel better, I'll, nothing I do is breaking through. Her wall of just insecurity is just, it is very high, and I feel very bad. And she raps, it gets so bad. She's freaking out so bad. She wraps herself in my blankets and comforter and refuses to let me even see her body because she feels so gross.
Not bad, but let's see a little
and I laugh because it's I have to
thickness with that little button, you know.
If I don't find humor in it,
drawing number 2.
It'll just be really bad. God, what do I even draw here? God, I don't know what to draw, boys. I'm trying my best to draw something. I need to draw quickly so that I can continue my story. So we sit there. I'm naked, she's wrapped in blankets. We sit there for about half an hour in almost silence. I say almost because I keep trying to talk about just anything to try to lighten the mood, to try to help her. Nothing I do works. Eventually, we just sit there, and she puts her clothes on, and I put my clothes on, and she goes to my living room and lays down on my couch, and I sit in my bedroom alone for like 5-ish minutes, and I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? Because on the one hand, I want to help her, but on the other hand, it's so surreal for me, so I take a moment for myself. I go over to her in the living room, and I squat down, because my couch is on the floor. I have a weeaboo Japanese style living room, right? So my couch is on the floor. I have a kotatsu. All the chairs are they're on the floor. You sit on the floor in my house, essentially, in my living room. And I squat down near her, next to her, and I try to talk to her some more to help her. And she looks at me and she says this. This is verbatim because I remember it so clearly. She goes, it's fine. It's just the reality of the situation. And I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck to say to that. So we just sit there again for another 45 minutes in silence, and she's on her phone, and I'm petting my cat, and I don't know what to do. So I just get up and I go to my kitchen, and I begin texting my friends on Discord, and I'm like, guys, get ready.
Write as many slogans or phrases as you can.
Alright, write some
These have nothing
slogans.
to do with your drawing, so just put those out of your mind. And don't give in to pride, use a suggestion if you need it.
Write some slogans,
Go.
my dude. I'm just gonna write one, but I promise it was a good one, so I could keep telling my story. I message my friends on Discord, and I'm like, listen, I'm having a weird night, and it's gonna end soon, so in like the next 20 minutes, be ready to play some video games with me, because I'm gonna need to play some video games. So, while I'm midway typing that message to my friends, she comes over and she's like, well, my ride is here, so I'm gonna go, and I walk her to the front door, and give her a hug, and she wants a kiss, so it's not too weird. I don't have to force anything. It's a very normal goodbye. But she looked at me and she goes, I had a great time. Bye. And then she scuttles away.
Time goes short.
And I'm like, wow, that was fucking weird. And I don't hear from her for the rest of the night, and I don't reach out. because it was very late and it was very weird. And the next morning, I got a message from her.
I believe some of you broke a sweat that time.
That sounds depressing. I know, wacky shit, right? Wacky shit.
Enough training. Direct your attention to your device.
Alright, time to pick a
You have a
shirt.
series of drawings and slogans at your disposal. Choose one of each to make the best t-shirt champion that you can. Don't phone it in.
I don't have a slogan to match my shirt. I have really good stuff, but they just don't match, which is a bummer. It happens. So, the next morning I get a message from her, and this is verbatim what the message says. It goes,
Lovely. Brace yourselves. Let the tournament begin.
I do not think I can continue to see you. And I respond with, essentially, yeah, I kind of figured that was the case. And remember, oh, butt stump is good.
Your vote on your devices, that is.
The one on the right is mine, and mine is pretty good. But I really do like butt stump. I love a man with that many chins. And remember how I set the stage earlier, where I said, you know, the date went lovely, and she was really into me, right? Like, I wasn't the one pushing anything. I didn't push her to have sex. I didn't invite her over early. You know, she was the one directing and leading. Big balls, big butts. Very fantastic. So, that's the reason I set the stage so heavily is so that when I then drop the bomb on you where the next morning, she says this. After I'm like, yeah, I figured that was the case, you know, it's fine, it's okay. She goes, I have never in all my life felt that unsexy. And I apologize, it's not my fault, right? Like, all I did was exist. Oh, penis fart fatality, that's a really good picture. But I gotta go for big balls, big butts, just because the slogan is a real winner for me. And all I did was exist in my own form, right? Like, I didn't say anything. I just existed, and I'm not 6'2", which I thought was hilarious. I have to find humor in it because it's just so wacky of a situation. It's the wackiest date I've ever been on. No head. That's funny because I watched that Vine today where the guy says no head and then he breaks the skateboard. Except I watched it while it was Tom Nook. You guys know, the Animal Crossing Vines, those are so good. Oh god. What a weird, wacky date. And you know, she said, I can't see you, and I'm like, that's fine. We had a very amicable, normal sort of, let's not talk to each other anymore. Haven't heard from her since. Don't think I'll ever hear from her. Would not want to hear from her again, just because it was... Again, she was very sweet. I hope she's okay. I feel so bad that she felt that way. Again, I didn't do anything, but... You know, nobody should be made to feel that way. That made me so sad. That she felt bad at all, you know? It's just the reality of this... God, you motherfucker. With that fucking slogan. But goddamn, I wouldn't want to see her again, you know what I mean? Oh, wow. That's a great slogan mixed with that fucking picture. That's a great fucking slogan mixed with that picture, not gonna lie. If the slogan and the picture are done by the same person, I'm gonna fucking ban you from this stream. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. Do you fart is a great slogan. The fact that it has no question mark makes it way better. By the way, you guys can join the game and vote. There's a code on the top, and you just go to jackbox.tv, you can join
This feels like
a
good time for a training break.
Such a weird date. The weirdest date I've ever been on.
Certainly
not the worst date I've ever been on.
And as many new
But
slogans
the
as
weirdest,
you wish.
absolutely.
Mind like water, and go.
Yeah, I mean, everyone I've told this story to tells me the same thing. They say, Tony, it was absolutely not your fault. You know, she's just got some crazy insecurities, and you didn't do anything. Like, I would understand if I looked at her when she took her clothes off and I was like, damn, bitch, you're like 400 pounds. I mean, she wasn't, but like, you know, if I said that, you know, if I was a piece of shit, I would totally get why she would freak out. But, you know, it's hard. It's the reality of the situation, my dudes. What do I... There we go. That poor girl. Honestly, I just hope she's okay. Like, I'm over here laughing because the whole situation was so ridiculous, but I genuinely just hope she's fine. Oh, man. That's my wacky date story, boys. Remember what I said about how people think I'm relatable? You know, that I don't bullshit on these streams? That story is 100% true. Didn't bullshit any of it. If I was a dick and I said something horrible, I would totally tell you. But I really didn't. I just existed in my own form of being 5'6". She told me early on in the day, actually, she mentioned it offhandedly, that she's not used to dating someone of my height. I'm like the first person she's dated. I'm the first person. She was black, by the way, so she mentioned I was the first person that she dated that was a minority. She had only ever dated white boys, and I was the only one who was under 6'2", because 6'2" was the shortest she had ever gone out with. I got a pretty good slogan, not gonna lie. And the reason it was brought into the conversation was because we were cooking dinner, and she asked me if I had salt and pepper in my house, and I just started laughing. And I was literally pouring pepper into the soup, like I was salting and peppering it, because I have like a huge spice cabinet. And I was laughing at her, and I was like, "Have you only dated white boys who don't know how to season their food?" And she was like, "Yes, actually." I was the first person she knew that she went on a date with who knew how to use salt and pepper, which I thought was so funny. It might be the quarantine. It's affecting people with depression and anxiety really, really bad. Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it, dude.
The second gauntlet is upon us, and the withered hand of Lady Luck has shuffled your drawings and slogans. Design your new shirt now.
My shirt tells the story of somebody who did not know what they wanted to draw, and then they really fucking panicked. Oh, you poor man. I'm gonna make this shirt, and it's gonna tell a story. You know, it's gonna be emotional.
Gauntlet 2. Versus.
That shirt's so good, I honestly might buy it. I'm legitimately gonna purchase that shirt on the left, the XD funny joke shirt. That's so fucking funny. That is such a fucking good shirt. The one on the right is good. The picture is good. But the one on the left is fucking Loss, and I think Loss is so fucking funny, dude. Fuck you, that should've won. I'm gonna buy that shirt at the end of this. I have like 3 or 4 shirts I've purchased from doing these streams. Heat-seeking moisture missile. That's a pretty good slogan to go with the drawing, not gonna lie. So Ale Titan in the chat said, it might be the quarantine, it's affecting people with depression and anxiety really bad. Which is true. And let me tell you, as a millennial, using dating apps, trying to date during this quarantine is so surreal and interesting. And wouldn't you believe it, the date I had with a different girl right after this one that I just told the story about? Again, pepper soup. Pepper soup, that's my favorite soup. That girl had anxiety and depression. And let me tell you, the date I had with her ended so similarly to the one I just told the story about. Though admittedly, that date went even better. Could you even imagine? I set the stage about how great that one date was with the bigger girl. The date with the other girl after that was even better.
Appears.
Literally so perfect. But she had a panic attack too. At a different stage. At a different stage. Also, send help. That's my shirt. What the fuck were you drawing? Tell me what you were drawing. I need to know what you did and what happened to you. Thank God she didn't get on top of me and then have a panic attack before we could even have sex. That, you know, that didn't happen, but Jesus Christ.
Appears.
People are having it rough out there.
Attack.
Big sad. Big sad indeed. I was questioning my existence. I can see that. Your art tells the story of a man who's questioning why the fuck he's alive. Thankfully it wasn't Annabella Anderson, that's true. That's true, my date could have gone way worse. She could have gone on top of me and then she could have snapped my dick in half.
A new challenger appears.
That's a real thing that's happened before. That's a fucking amazing shirt. That's a fucking great shirt. With a great slogan. Whoever wrote that slogan, 10 out of 10. I might buy that shirt too, just because I really love it. You guys are making some great shirts tonight. 10 out of 10, boys. Oh, wow. Now, dating is fucking crazy, dude. People with anxiety and depression are having a really tough time, and I can attest to that because I have gone on dates with people during this quarantine who have anxiety and depression.
Only the best shirts from the previous rounds remain.
And you can see it.
Ends here.
I mean, it's not a problem for me, you know, like I know how to deal with anxiety and depression, like people who have that. You know, my sister has it, both my exes had anxiety and depression. You know, I am well versed in how to handle that sort of situation. And I love to help people, you know. I love to help people who are going through those sorts of problems. I don't know why. I think it's because I know that a lot of people are less accommodating of that sort of thing. You know, I'm Hispanic, I come from a culture that really doesn't fucking care if you're sick, you know. Hispanic culture is really not kind to people who suffer from mental health problems. And I think coming from that sort of background makes me just want to help people like that, you know? I'm not a very good Puerto Rican, you know? I don't have a shitty haircut, I don't know how to dance, and I don't make fun of people with mental disabilities.
Versus?
Before any of you guys get upset, I'm not trying to... I'm very Puerto Rican, but fuck me. If I can't make fun of my own culture, I don't know what I can do. I love making fun of Puerto Ricans. As a Puerto Rican myself who grew up in a very Puerto Rican household, Puerto Rico is just fucked. I love making fun of it whenever I can. In the same sentence, I will say it is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, but also it's fucking gross. It's fucking nasty there, dude. Big balls, big butts. That's my picture. I don't know why it won, but whatever.
But if you ever need me, you know what to do. Play the game again is what I mean.
Alright, boys, I'm gonna buy one of these shirts. Click here to buy the shirts. Absolutely, please. Oh my god. It even says who made the shirts, too, when you go to buy them. Where's that shirt I really wanted? XD Funny Joke. That's such a good shirt. Unisex small. Can I get that in a unisex medium, please? Thank you. I'm gonna get the big sad one. Or not the big sad one, the I'm so lonely one. Just because that one has such a great cat picture on it. There we go, this is totally good. Express checkout, please. Oh, ew. With Shop Pay? Why would I not just use PayPal? Oh, my brain damaged? Come on now. What? Alright, boys. I bought both those shirts. I'm really lucky to have a mom who takes my mental disorders into consideration. It's good that you're appreciative, you know, that you say you're lucky to have a mom like that, you know. Sometimes my sister's not as appreciative of my mom as she should be. You know, my mom really tries hard to help my sister, and sometimes, you know, sometimes she doesn't quite get it, like how hard my mom works to help her, you know. Oh goodness. Oh god, I have to input a credit card number. I don't have a card on me. Ugh. I'll do this later. Alright, we're playing Quiplash next. Now please, if you guys have already played, you know, don't just immediately join, you know, so that new people can join, please. If nobody joins, then just, you know, just pop in. I just want to make sure everybody gets a chance, you know. That's what's important to me. Oh, I got the cat. Nice. The cat's a good one to get. I'm Mexican, and when I first told my mom about my suicidal thoughts, she said it might be fixed if I wear makeup. That I was sad because my subconscious was seeing other girls were prettier. Aw. Well, on the one hand, you know, your mom might be onto something, because if you look at other girls and think they're prettier, Ale, you're fucking wrong. You're very pretty. There you go. That's a pro tip from your best pal Tony, your favorite boy in the whole wide world. I'm just gonna steal Ren Review's intro because I love Ren's reviews so much. Go watch his content if you haven't, it's really fucking good. He starts all of his videos by saying, "It's me, Ren, your favorite little boy in the whole wide world." I love it. But back to what I was saying, you're pretty, Ale. Feel pretty about yourself. Everybody in the chat should feel pretty about themselves. That's a pro tip from me. You're all handsome and or beautiful, depending on what you want to feel. Doesn't really matter to me. I'd date you, why not? I'd date all you guys.
This is Quiplash.
Pteroraptosaurus, I'd suck your penis, why not?
That's all the information I'm legally required to provide. Everybody strapped in? Good deal, let's do it.
See Beast Hunter in the top left? I'd suck his penis too. Crash? I'd lick his nips.
Audience votes count too, you know.
Matthew, I'd lick Matthew's earlobe.
Round 1. You'll get 2 prompts on your device. Just answer them however you want. Your responses, or quips, will be pitted against someone else's, and everyone will vote on their favorite. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go!
Oh, what did I get for my prompt? Oh, jeez. Oh god, I'm gonna have to go with the safety quip on this one. Guys, it's not, listen, you know, if you're another man, you know, it's not gay because I wear socks in the bedroom. So it's totally not gay because I'm wearing socks. And if you're a lady, I wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't be gay because you'd be a woman, right? And also, if you're worried, oh, Tony, but I want to be a pure maiden, you know, I don't want to give up my virginity. Again, if I'm wearing socks, then you're not losing anything because the socks are like a protection for everything. It prevents you from being gay. It prevents you from losing your virginity. It prevents you just from anything, really. Always wear socks is what I'm getting at. Always wear socks.
I hope
boys.
you all made me proud.
That's a pro tip.
Starting us off,
something you should never think about.
While meditating.
Murdering children.
Okay, choose your favorite.
Your instructor's yoga pants. Oh man, you know, the murdering children one is topical, if only because I watched a great video on Darth Vader, and he murders a lot of kids. kids need to be murdered in video games a bit more. I feel like this game would be way more exciting if every time we answered a quip, you know, a kid was murdered. Just a little bit, you know? I'm barefoot right now. Put some fucking socks on, goddamn slut. Get out of my fucking chat. If you're in my chat and you're not wearing socks, get the fuck out of here.
Snow White's biggest complaint about living with the 7 dwarfs.
The only porn they have is midget porn. Waste bin size shitter. I would have said something about having too many dicks to suck, but the only porn they have is midget porn. Is that really a problem? I mean, is it really that bad? Oh, the waste bin size shitter. I can't stand a small toilet, so I gotta go for that one. What if the lady's wearing socks? Do you become gay then? No. No, it only matters if you're wearing socks. Right? Well, that's not true. It only matters if I'm wearing socks.
Next on deck, you know the coffee shop barista is hitting on you when they ask, would you like room for blank?
Oh jeez, Mike.
It's voting time.
Oh, one of them is very sweet and very wholesome, and the other one is just my penis, and I don't know which one to pick because I love them both. So here's what I'm gonna close my eyes, and I'm just gonna randomly, like, pick one on my phone and see which one. I don't know which one I voted for, because I love them both. So here's the thing, I know that you guys are probably getting real hot and heavy, right? Like, you're watching my stream, you're listening to my chocolatey voice, and you're thinking you're probably already fucking. Admittedly. I know you guys in the chat right now. You're probably already having sex right now. It's okay, right? Like, I expect you to be fucking while watching my content. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. You're not gay. You're not losing your virginity. You can't even get an STD because I'm wearing socks right now.
Okay, vote.
You ruined your hot air balloon ride. Running toward those 2 tower. Just, you wrote 2 tower and you didn't put an S. Oh, that makes me upsetty. Expensive prohibition cocktails. It's okay, guys. You know, it's fine. I'm saying, you know, you won't get anything because I'm wearing socks, and that's all that matters. Why did you vote for... Why did my safety quip win? What the fuck is wrong with that? What is wrong with you? Why would you vote for my safety quip?
Next prompt. A
terrible thing to tell your kid when the dog dies. No. We're getting a new dog. He's burning in hell because you didn't do your chore. See, the second one's even worse because it's only 1 chore. The fucking dog died because the kid didn't do a singular chore. God damn, dude. Also, we're getting a new dog is literally the worst thing. That's not even a joke. That's literally the worst thing you can tell a kid. That's the worst thing you can tell anyone. Oh my god. I've known parents who do that. It's horrible. Don't do that. It's a horrible thing to do.
And next, if he missed his shot, Luke Skywalker's backup plan to destroy the Death Star was to like.
Did somebody write comment it? Okay.
Vote now.
Simply ignore it, and then the other one says Scooey-side run. Scooey-side run. Oh, fuck me. I didn't realize I was playing with dyslexics today. See, I can make that joke. I was slightly, not really dyslexic as a child, but I really struggled to fucking learn how to read. Oh, some sort of suicide squad. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome to the chat, my dude.
Moving on. A new baseball tradition you would like to see would be the 7th inning.
Oh, the 7th inning. The 7th.
And vote.
That's a great prompt. The 7th inning dick. Oh, God. The 7th inning human centipede. I mean, both are good. He would have just force-healed Yavin 5, just like Ray. Yeah, dude. Or Yavin 4, sorry. Dogs. The dog game dyslexia. Dyslexic jokes are always funny. They always get a chuckle out of me. That and orphan jokes. Orphan jokes are like the perfect, like, dark humor joke, you know?
Your next prompt is a nutritional fact you'd find on a can of
Can of
Wabass.
Wabass. What do we got? Great source of
Ready,
vitamin
set,
dye.
vote.
Or made with real ass. One of these is a lot lazier than the other, and I'm not gonna say which one, but I think we all know. Oh, God. Man, fucking force healing in Star Wars. Don't even get me started on Star Wars. But, yeah, both are good, even though the prompt is bad. By both is good, I mean mine's fucking garbage. Vote for Crashes instead. God damn it. Okay, he got the audience vote, so it's good. I thought yours was really good, Crash. I would have voted for it. If I could have voted. I thought it was good. I didn't like that prompt at all, though. I thought it was horrible.
That's it for round one. Let's bring up the scoreboard.
The top four are pretty close.
Round two is upon us, and all points are doubled. Take that, round one.
Nice. My sister believes that the new Star Wars is good. It's really not.
Audience members, while players are typing in their answers, try the audience play along.
You know, is that the bite of 87? Halloween cum stew. Fuck, I didn't get a screenshot of that. I should have. G-string. Hello. Hello to you too. What do I do? You're giving suggestions, but you can vote when the round starts. Oh god. Everyone has their preference, but all in all, the new Star Wars is bad. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Clock's running out. Think fast or use a safety clip.
I mean, the new Star Wars had potential.
All right, let's get to it. First off, a great way to spice up baseball is the rule three strikes and you're blank.
Somebody wrote gay. I knew somebody was going to write
everybody
gay.
Pick your favorite.
3 strikes and you're the ball is pretty funny. But 3 strikes and you're gay is, I mean, it's also good. I mean, here's the thing with the new Star Wars. It really did have potential, you know? Like, Adam Driver is a really good actor. And a lot of people say he's shit because they've only seen him in the Star Wars movies. But the thing is that fucking Kylo Ren has just awful dialogue and nothing to work with. Adam Driver has nothing to work with that piece of shit character. He's really a great actor. He's honestly fantastic. And it's a real shame he didn't get a chance to shine. Maybe if they told a new story and didn't do the fucking first 3 movies again, but way worse, that would have been cool.
Worst possible misspelling of Zach Galifianakis.
Zach
Vote on your
gay fuck
devices.
ass. Zach God hates kids. I mean, call me God because I hate kids. I don't actually hate kids. I don't think I'd ever want kids. Maybe someday. How am I gonna do live streams if I got a goddamn kid, you know, shitting his pants like a foot away? You know, how do you live stream with a kid shitting in his pants? It's hard enough to stream while I'm shitting in my own pants. I don't need a kid to do that too. Oh, hey, a tie. Didn't the actor that played Finn hate being in the new movies? No.
The Wicked Witch of the West's biggest annoyance with her flying monkeys.
Biggest annoyance, finding monkey-sized vests with wing holes or fucking bananas everywhere. Nah. No. So, the actor who played Finn has gone on record that he absolutely loved the opportunity to be in a Star Wars movie and to work with the fine actors and crew he's a very humble guy. You know, in every interview I've ever read, he's very consistent. You know, he seems like just a very big sweetheart. He plays fucking Star Wars Battlefront 2, and he plays like as himself, as Finn. It's very sweet. He posted on his Instagram. He's a very nice guy. But the problem that he doesn't enjoy...
How do you know the pants you're wearing are 3 sizes too small?
Oh, jeez. Your baby maker is showing through. Showing though it. Oh, you were so close. You got kicked out of the strip club. God damn it. I've never been to a strip club, and I have no intention of doing so. So Finn, the thing is that he gets a lot of fucking hate for being in those movies, and for being just not... Just being a character who doesn't need to exist past the first 30 minutes of the first movie. So, his problem is that he wants to distance himself from Star Wars because the fan community is so shitty and treats him so poorly, but he himself is not.
Authentic New York style pizza has to have lots
he doesn't hate Star Wars,
blank.
As far as I can tell. To be authentic New York style pizza, it has to have lots of rats, bees, and other small animals. Racist taxi drivers. Fuck taxi drivers, dude. Boyega is also a huge weeb, so that, yeah, he is a big weeb. He's a very cool guy. Don't shit on him on Twitter, guys. He doesn't deserve it. He was in a shitty Star Wars movie, but it wasn't shitty because of him. It was shitty for like a million other reasons. He did a really good job with what he was given in the first movie, when his character actually mattered, but then after that, it's like Adam Driver, there's nothing he could have done, you know? I fucking love Adam Driver, but he couldn't have saved that garbage-ass trilogy. Who bear? Oh, man.
Next up,
Ray shouldn't even have been a character.
Thing on Superman's bucket list.
Ooh. Figure out how to shave his pubes. Oh shit. Get someone to notice who Clark Kent is. How the fuck? So can Superman even shave his pubes? Are his pubes like made of steel like the rest of them? Fuck, I'm overthinking. I'm gonna vote for that one, but I'm overthinking it a lot. Rey shouldn't have been in the fucking Star Wars trilogy at all. She serves to just make the movie worse in every way. The movie would have been better if she wasn't in there, and it was just about Finn. The idea of like following this stormtrooper as he like ducks out would have been a really cool story. An alternate name for meatloaf, baked meat stuff, and loaf meat. Both are good. A little tough for me to pick. Okay, so what... If the movie was about Finn, and he's a stormtrooper, and he ducks out, what if he met up with some clone troopers, right, who also ducked out? Fuck, what if he met up with Rex? That would have been fucking cool. You know, then we would have had like a modern day human brought up as a baby, you know, to be a stormtrooper, meeting a clone who was designed to essentially become a clone trooper later.
But the best way to make a leprechaun mad is to blank.
How do you make a leprechaun mad? Guys, call him a midget or shit in his pot. Right? And then the movie was about Finn and this clone trooper sort of like hating each other. This clone trooper obviously hates, you know, stormtroopers, and they kind of have to bond. I don't know, I really like the idea of the clone troopers who defected, or clone troopers just being in the stormtrooper program. I've always found those to be interesting stories, like the story of Hawk, you know, the clone trooper who had the red mark on his mask. Wouldn't all the clone troopers be dead by that time, since clone age is a lot faster than regular humans? Yeah, it's tough to say.
Round 2's done. Let's see who's winning now.
Most of them would be dead by that time. A couple of them were still kicking, you know, during the age of rebellion. So maybe by
Round
that
3,
point.
the last lash. Everybody's getting the same prompt, so don't hold back.
Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about Star Wars, I promise. I'm gonna save my Star Wars for when I actually play Battlefront.
Make up the full name for this acronym.
Full name for this acronym. GORE. Oh god, I don't know what to do. I tried, guys. I couldn't think of something good.
All right, here's the board. Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 medals.
Pass.
Gold, silver, and bronze. Have at it.
Get our re... Wow, you put a lot of E's in that one. I like how many E's you put there. God of Rape, God-Ordered Racist, Gold of Room, Godzilla Opposes Racism, Goring Old Raccoons, Gross Orgasm Rugby, and Pass. Well, I'm gonna give Pass a point. I'm gonna give Pass my gold, honestly, just because. Just because I fucking can. I like that 2 people did gods. God of Rape and then God-Ordered Racist. That's pretty good. Everyone uses gay in a Jackbox game, honestly. It is surprising to play a Jackbox game and not have gay pop up. Usually it's gay people who put that there. Very self-aware humor. They know what they're doing.
Okay, who's taking home some medals? Bronze. Here's the
Who
silver.
voted for Pass?
And now the gold.
Yes.
Great. Let me just
That's
turn
my
those
gold.
medals into points for you.
Oh wow, Godzilla got a lot of gold. Huh. Damn, Godzilla, you did fuck. Terraptor just swept on that one.
And we're finished. Show me those final scores.
Oh wow. I mean, you earned it. You earned it for all those golds. You went from 5th to 1st. Honestly. Godzilla is the best role model. He really is. He really is. Godzilla's such a handsome boy. I wish people were a little nicer to him. He's just, you know, he's just a good boy fighting monsters that you don't want to deal with, you know? We're gonna cut this one a little shorter today, boys. Because I'm a little sicky sickers. Don't have the corona, but, you know, working hard. So we're gonna cut this short. Only 2 Jackbox matches today. Wednesdays I'm gonna try to do Jackbox, so if I do one next weekend, or next week I should say, it'll be on a Wednesday. But I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you loved my tall tale. Half of this stream was just my tall tale. I hope you guys had a good time. I'll see you on the next stream. You guys have a great rest of your night.